But then she was like, oh no, your child is showing severe signs of ADHD, if not autism.
So how did you feel at the time?
I didn't know what on earth they were labeling me as. Because I knew that, obviously, I was different to the other kids in the school, my classmates. But I didn't understand. I was like, what on earth is ADHD?
But how do you cope that injuries? Is there like any pressure? Obviously, you're a striker. You need to score goals.
There's so much pressure. And then I started to do more research surrounding ADHD, and then that's when my whole world, mad.
Yes, guys, back again. Another episode of Quality Touch Podcast. I'm your host, DeAndre, and I'm here with an amazing guest. You've got a brilliant story. Can you introduce yourself?
Oh gosh. My name is Angel. So I'm 25. I'm originally from East and Essex. I was raised in both parts. And yeah.
Country?
Country. So my father is Pakistani and Romanian, and then my mother is Nigerian, but culturally, I'm full Nigerian as I was raised by a single parent mother.
And if you lot may not have noticed, this is the first woman we've had on the episode, so congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much.
But yeah, before we go on and I'll ask you more questions about your journey, I would like to thank our sponsor, White Star. They've provided and helped us get this facility. And if you didn't know, they're a team based in North London, creating opportunities for a lot of young people, I think aged from 6 to 16 years old, getting an opportunity to get trialed and get signed in football. So thank you. But yeah, so what are you currently interested in?
What am I interested in? I love to eat. I love to travel. I love to explore. I love to sightsee. I love to just roam and see new things. And
okay, so saying you're from a Pakistani, Nigerian household, what food is it you're eating?
I know my mother doesn't see this, but growing up, potato waffles, fish fingers, baked beans. Hold on, yeah. We had a tough upbringing, and I said obviously because she's single parent, she had to do both the roles. So she didn't always have time to come back and cook like a 3-course meal from scratch. So those were the foods that I was eating growing up. But now that I'm in charge of my own life, now I like to cook.
Okay, what are you cooking?
What am I cooking? Depends how I'm feeling. Okay, so I just recently turned a vegetarian.
Okay, how's that? How's that been?
Yeah. So obviously I love my meat. More so my fish. But the main reason why I changed was because... Why you laugh?
No.
The main reason why I changed is because I don't trust the FDA in this country. So, for example, the things that they're pumping into the food, if we ingest that, that's also going into our systems. So I thought, let me try it. I've been a vegetarian for, let's say, like almost 3 months now. It is tough. When I go abroad, I eat meat. Because obviously it's clean and be. Why are you? Yeah, but it's been challenging because it's like, obviously I know how to cook and I've been cooking for a long time. But now I have to start from scratch. You're getting hot in here.
No, I had a long day, man. It was hot in here as well. The weather's good. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, don't be.
But what about episode 1? Philip was supposed to. These lot supposed to cook me jollof rice and they ain't done it yet. So I wanted them lot. Are you able to do jollof rice?
But I don't know if this is going.
Oh my days! I'm still waiting for someone to cook me the rice. Man.
Is it just specifically jollof or just cook you anything?
Anything Nigerian, anything. So I'm trying to. You said you travel. We're gonna get onto that.
Yes.
But I'm trying to explore different cuisines. Should I say different types of food and whatnot.
Yes.
So I need someone to cook me something like that.
Okay, maybe I'll have a surprise for you soon then.
Let's see.
Yes.
But yeah. So you said you like to explore. So what do you mean exactly by that?
So I like to be stimulated by doing new things, putting myself in new environments where, I say I look to my left there's something that I haven't seen before, or it's different from my usual environment. For example, exploring. I hope the police doesn't see this either. I like to break into abandoned buildings. Maybe not break into as if I'm smashing things, but I like to explore abandoned buildings. For example, the Millennium Mills in Docklands, so not far from Silvertown. Yeah, I like to break into things like that because obviously in there you have technology and infrastructure that's the things that are not of today's day and age. See, for me, that's exciting. So just exploring, just trying, looking for new things.
Okay, so you're like, what's her name? You might be called Dora.
Okay,
there you go.
Dora the Explorer. Yeah,
That's
it's not
good.
the first time someone's called me that. Yeah.
There you go. And how about, is there any other interests like music, sports?
Yes. Music being my number one. I don't even know what you would rank that as or class it as, but music is it's here. Yes.
What type of music? Have you seen? I ain't been tapped into it, to be fair. The Kendrick. I've listened to it.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I don't care if I'm honest.
Yes.
But that's the time that's been on Twitter, Instagram, everything. What are your thoughts on that?
I'll be honest, I don't really keep up with celebrity news. I like Drake. Let me change that. I liked the old Drake.
Oh, the singing Drake.
Yes, the singing Drake.
Melodies.
Yes, the melodies. I'm not really a big fan of Kendrick. I know that he is a lyrical. I can't say God because it's blasphemy, but cool. He's a lyrical master. But he's not really my. But yeah, the type of music that I do like, trap soul, jazz. I have a eclectic variety of music that could be ranging from, like I said, jazz. That could be ranging from like rap, but mainly trap soul. That is my go-to.
What type of give me a few songs like some people might not know what that even is.
If you may know Party Next Door, that is my number one. He resonates with.
What's that? Give me that. What's his? I know who he is. I'm gonna sound dumb asking this. Give me like his 3 main songs. I know he did one with Nicki Minaj, innit? Am I going crazy? He did, innit?
The Doors there.
No, he did. What song? What song is it?
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
He did a song with Nicki Minaj. I didn't.
I know I'm not going crazy. I'm gonna check right now.
But how can you know how can the connotations of Party Next Door be because he's done a song?
No.
That's an insult.
No, wait. I know who he is and his music and that, but I can't remember any song.
Do you know what's good? Curious.
You have to sing it for me.
What? Whoa. Break from Toronto.
Yeah.
Sex on the Beach.
I don't know what songs. I can't remember. You're gonna have to at least do the melody.
Girl from Oakland. Oh.
Wait. Wait, he did do a song with Nicki Minaj, right?
Yeah, but now you need to.
I Major Lazer. I knew I wasn't buzzing.
That song, the one that everyone knows from radio.
Wait. Finally. You know what? I can't remember the song, but I know who he is. I just can't remember the music. Okay. And how about sports? Like
sports.
I know you're a bit of like a tomboy. Like you're into your sports and that, adventurous and all over the place. What sports are you interested in?
I like a lot of sports.
Oh, sorry, I just found the song.
Song.
No, that's just one I remember. But no, that's not the main one. That's just one I remember.
I hope it's not the main one.
No. I just can't remember. He's not someone that I think. Major. Party Next Door. Let me search for it. That's not me. I don't have a thing with music. You know. No. I listen to music, but I don't have a favorite. I wouldn't go to a concert. Like my man's performing that. I went to. Who was the last one I went to? I think it was DBE.
DBE.
I didn't pay for it. I ain't paying for that. No way. Like my guy, thanks to him, he patterned me and my boy tickets and that. It was good. Don't get twisted. It was good. Yeah. But it was free. So I'm thinking, yeah, man. I got what I paid for, which was it was good. Yes. But I ain't paying to see no one.
No.
I don't care.
Okay, wait. When you think of music, who's the first artist that comes into your mind?
Man.
That's
a tough question. There's so many bare people came into my head when you said that.
But what's the just give me
I don't know. It will change anytime you ask me. Like it depends on maybe who I last listened to or something like that.
Okay, first.
I listen to all genres though.
All genres.
Apart from opera.
Yes.
And
rock.
No, rock's decent. I don't listen to rock. No, I'm not listening. I'm not putting on a rock song. But if you played wrestling back in the day, when I'm talking about 2010 and that, they had some sick rock songs. Even like FIFA, the songs you hear on advert on Argos adverts and most of the songs were from FIFA or McDonald's. You're walking. I'm like to mum, aye, that song's on FIFA, you know, like all the time.
I can't relate.
No, but yeah. What was I saying? We were talking about sports.
Yes.
Yeah. So what would you say your favorite sports are?
My number one love, football.
Okay.
My number one love.
Do you play football or are you just like watching it?
I play football more than I watch it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I play football. I just finished playing for my university now that I've graduated.
Congrats. We're going to speak about that in a minute.
Thank you. But yes.
So you play football. How tall? Like, what position do you play?
Lord, striker.
Striker.
It's left wing or striker.
Winger.
Yes.
Like, how tall are you? Like, are you that?
Peter. What's his
Peter
name?
Crouch. We got Peter Crouch up front.
Yes.
What are the numbers? What are you saying?
I'm 6 foot.
6 foot. Oh, 6 foot. Okay.
I'm 6'1" in shoes.
6'1".
Yeah.
Is it? I thought you were 6'1". Oh, okay, 6 foot.
Yeah, because you only ever see me in shoes.
That's true.
So you see me as
So you're getting them the headers in.
Yes.
You don't need to jump.
Yes. To be fair, the first start of the season was good. I was top scorer. But then afterwards, I then stopped playing games. I got like a slight injury. And then I just slacked. If you saw my last game, horrendous. But yeah, football's my number one.
How have you like coped with like the injuries and managing? You said you was at university. We're gonna speak about the university and all that stuff later.
Yes.
But how have you coped like injuries? Is there like any pressure? Obviously, you're a striker. You need to score goals.
There's so much pressure. So much. Because it's like from the back, they're creating the play goes down, down, down. Then it's left to the final man to obviously execute. And there's a lot of pressure. The injuries, I wouldn't say I have injuries. I wouldn't say I have injuries per se. I'm tight. I'm tight everywhere and I don't do the...
Wait, why are you laughing?
Because I saw your team. I saw your team. No reason. I just saw your team. Your team fought nice and white and they're shining. Anyways, what was I saying? What was I saying?
No, I'm talking about the injuries.
Yes. Because my muscles and my joints and all of that is all tight. I don't... Okay, so to start from the jump, I took up 2 sports in uni. So I started playing basketball just for fun. They needed a big girl, so it was for the second team.
Yeah.
They needed a center. So I was like, you know what? I was like, fitness, I can lose a bit of weight. I can learn the sport. The basketball is not my...
It's difficult, man.
You may think because I'm tall, I have it. I'm coming from the opposite sport and then having to now use my hands and not my feet. It's a complete contrast. It's a different end of the spectrum. But yeah, like I said, I started playing basketball and football. And where I took up double load, I wasn't doing the double load of recovery.
Yeah, that's difficult. I don't even know how. When I remember saying you posted on your Snap or something. Oh yeah, we're at a football game. Yeah, we won a game. Now I see you playing basketball the same day.
Yeah.
Like how? That's ridiculous. That's good. It's good that like you're so thinking about your sports. But yeah, no, there's times when you're gonna have to rest and stuff, you know.
But the thing is, like, obviously, because you know, Box Wednesdays, it's all the sports on Wednesdays.
You box as well?
No, Box Wednesdays, the University League.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
No. Obviously, because it all falls on Wednesday, I have to do all the sports on Wednesday. So usually, majority of the time, I'll do my football match, then I'll go straight to the arena and play on the court there.
Is there any people that you say that inspired you? You thought you made good friends
in uni?
No, just like playing football. Like, is there, no, sorry. So what I mean by that, sorry, Like not just your friends, but maybe people you looked up to, thinking, yeah, like this is why I play football. They've inspired you to play the game. Like, what made you like football or basketball in general?
That's a good question. You know what? I don't think anyone inspired me per se to play sports. It's never been. Yeah, no, it's always been.
Your main thing. Oh, it's always been within you that you would play sports.
Because I have ADHD, my energy is all over the place, and obviously, I've had to channel that through something. And yeah, so it's just always been sport. I don't think I've ever had. I don't think I have a sporting role model.
Okay.
Someone that I look up to in the sporting realm.
Well, if I was a kid or someone that's first seeing football, I'll just click on the Chelsea game and I'll Cole Palmer. I'll get me. You know what? A lot of people don't know how I started supporting football. I don't know if I said this in the podcast before or not, but I'm gonna say it now.
Yeah.
So I started supporting Chelsea. I say I was like 5 or 6, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I was watching, like, I supported that, no, maybe 4 years old actually, that's a lie, I was 4. I got a game called PES, Pro Evolution Soccer.
Okay, yeah.
It's alternative to FIFA.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was John Terry and Thierry Henry, or John Terry and Drogba. Drogba was on the cover either in the game or something, anyways, yeah. My favourite colour is blue.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, this guy looks sick. Like, I remember Drogba had his hair like relaxed, the headband on. But then everyone's saying this Thierry Henry guy is good as well. But anyway, it's cool. Forget all that. I remember the World Cup's one. So this is actually 2006. So I was 5. I got it wrong. I actually supported Brazil. That was the first ever team I remember. Everyone around me, no one told me about football. Someone tried making me support Tottenham because I lived in Tottenham. Yeah. And I don't know what I knew, but thankfully I knew Tottenham were rubbish anyways. So thanks to my mind, I'm like, yeah, Tottenham, what's that? But so fast forward, I thought I supported Brazil. My aunt was like to me, you can't support Brazil. That's a country. What team do you support? See, Chelsea, like, they're blue. That's my favourite colour. Yeah. That Drogba guy, the slick back hair, that's my team. And then fast forward, it ended up being a good team to support. So thanks for, it was perfect. And that's when Chelsea started actually doing good in real life as well. So thanks to all that. But yeah, we're going to go to school now.
Yes.
So, and you also mentioned that you've got ADHD. So I want you to, like, how was having ADHD as a child, as a person, but we're going to mostly speak about in school. How was that maybe affected you? So let's talk like from primary school. What was primary school like?
Boy. But it was primary school like in general or to do with ADHD first?
No, just in general. You can include that as well. Though.
Okay.
So where did you go to school and everything?
So I've moved around in London. Primary school that I stayed at the most was in Loughton in Essex.
Oh.
Yeah, Thomas Wheelingale.
No.
In Debden.
Okay.
So it's in between Loughton and Debden. That was my first primary school. No, that was the one that I left primary school. Don't know if that makes sense.
How old were you at the time?
How old was I? So I went in year 3. I started in year 3 and I left in year 6.
Wait, no. When did you start primary school?
In what? When did I start it in
primary? We're going from the beginning. Like.
Oh, okay. What? I don't know how old you are. Probably like, what, 6?
4 years old.
Oh, 4.
Or 5. 4, yeah, reception's 4.
Reception?
Yeah, reception.
I don't remember reception times.
You don't remember that?
I don't think so.
Okay, your earliest memory, we're going to forget all that. Earliest memory, like. So primary school. Let's talk about year 3 in that school.
Yes.
You're the new kid, I'm guessing?
Yes, new kid to the new school and to the new area.
Okay.
So everything was new for me. All my friends, everything that I'd known, all left behind in the East. I went to Calverton in Prince Regent. That's the school that I left. It was challenging. I say 1 because it was predominantly a white-dominated area. And 2, you could tell I had issues. You could tell there was something wrong with this child. Not necessarily, not wrong, but there was something up with this child that was different. So obviously battling or coping with that. As a young child, I don't even know what's going on with me, but obviously I'm just hearing what teachers are saying. I'm then seeing what my mother is saying, for example, I say I get in trouble, she would. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm just a child. I'm chilling. I'm just.
So what did you used to do? Why did you get in trouble, maybe?
So, I was the main keywords that would pop up in my parents' evening would be disruptive, class clown, always getting distracted, or distracting others. They would always say she's smart, she's intelligent, but her behavior is hindering it. That was usually the words that would surround Angel. I wouldn't really do much. I'm not like a bad child. I was just a happy, just la 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 la. Like when I get distracted, if I'm not locked into what it is that I'm doing, which is quite rarely, then I'm gonna be focusing on. I'm gonna be looking out the window. I'm gonna be tormenting the child next to me to throwing paper, rocks, or whatever, just things like that. Yeah, I wasn't a bad child though.
So cool. So how was it with the kids? So you said you was a bit disruptive, but how was it like making friends? New school now. Cool. Like if anyone gonna chat to me, did you make the first move?
It's a good question. How did it? I mean, like I said, my classmates were mostly white.
Yeah. And
being the mixed race child, there were other black girls in my class. I don't think there were any Asians. So mainly just So it was like one black girl in my class called Christiana. Me and her, we were good. We were tight, obviously, because we come from the same place, so we could relate to each other more. But in terms of the others, they would just pick on me. I was bullied. Oh, I didn't even say that. Okay, so I was bullied for my whole childhood, my whole school.
You don't seem like, obviously seeing you now, obviously I don't know you when you was in school and everything, but you don't look like someone. You look, obviously you're 6 foot, like, you think you will be the bully, like.
Nah, I've got that a lot. You would think that, but no, it was the other way around. So I was tall, I was lanky.
Okay.
And things didn't fit me. So for example, my trousers, school trousers, would be coming up to my shins.
Okay.
Obviously, you can imagine the kids picking on things like that.
Yeah. Wait, brother, why didn't you just get longer trousers? Sorry, it's not like you're buying them, but like.
Do you know how long my legs are? You know how long my legs have been? They don't fit into the standard size.
Not like you can get men's.
Men's was the only thing I could get, and still they were.
Oh nah.
And even today's I have to get special.
Now today's different, but I mean in primary school you're probably my height or something. Like surely you could.
No, my legs. It's not even about height. It's more my legs where it goes up to my hip. The inseam is not reaching to my ankles. It was.
So, but it's tough, man. Being a kid, like, you have to be tough, car. Like, you see me and do you see, sorry, I'm going to myself, yeah, but my friends and that, like, you know, what I'll do,
yeah.
I think throughout my whole childhood, even secondary school, I think I was the strongest guy in my year. Anyone can chat.
Jeez!
Anyone, I have anyone. Yeah. So, I think like, I kind of, because I knew I was strong, no one would do anything physically to me. So I kind of used to try and annoy people, and I'd do dumb things because no one can really say. If you say something to me, I'll just do something which I shouldn't do. Yeah, back in the day, like I got in trouble. I'm not gonna talk too much about that, but I got in trouble because I punched one of my friends. He was laughing at my trim. I was like, "What?" Ran out of class. But it was us banter though. We're good friends, yeah. And I got in trouble for it. Cause I'm thinking I'm not having no cussing battle with you. Like, the words don't actually rarely affect me. I'll just punch you. That was my mindset at the time, which is not good, by the way. Just so people know that you shouldn't be punching people. It's not good at all. But words didn't affect me at all. I kind of found it funny, if I'm honest. But it's tough, cause if you haven't got that, what's the word? You need that. I don't know the word I'm looking for.
Tough skin.
Yeah, tough. Yeah, and it's not. You either got it or you don't. Mm-hmm. So, bullying obviously is wrong. Full stop. Mm-hmm. But especially if someone's not finding it funny, you shouldn't.
Yeah, But there's the effects that bullying has. I can only speak for myself, but the effects that it's left me with, like growing up, it's very detrimental.
So was it just the height bit maybe that you think people are...
Coming from a disadvantaged environment area, my mother wasn't... In some parts of my life, my mom was blessed financially. But then growing up when I was like much younger, I was not. So obviously being in Loughton, it's questionable. When it comes to their designers, they're all about their appearance, their aesthetic, and looking a certain way. For example, in secondary school, in Roden Valley.
I know where that is. It's got. Have you seen the bridge? And it says,
I hate it there.
Is it?
I'll tell you. We'll get to it. But like for example, my classmates there, I'll be having the most I can get is Reebok shoes, trainers, but they'll be wearing Pradas to school. Their school bag is Louis Vuitton. Pardon? Prada as a school bag. Now you're taking a piss. Come on. And obviously me, I'm coming with Poundland rucksack. My shoes are just and then jack-ups on top, and then being black as well. It's just all of that. It's a recipe to just pick on her, this type of thing.
That's, you know what, it's peak as well, because it's not like they're buying this, it's just their parents really. That's why when people comparing, and it's not yours, you get me?
Yeah, exactly.
You've not made no money.
Exactly.
So it's tough. It's tough that I think that's why. Obviously, I guess the bags and stuff don't really count, but that's why it's good. The schools that have school uniforms, I think recently I've seen for the past few years, like kids who used to go to school in kind of the goose jackets and stuff. I think they banned that in a lot of schools.
Yes.
Car people are thinking like, I want that, and then that's how kids go off to do things to make money, which they shouldn't. So that's. But yeah, so other than that, do you have any other like memories in school that?
So I wanted to punch and fight a lot of people because obviously I didn't want to take it, the bullying. Yeah. But the one thing that was always at the back of my mind, if I touch someone else, I know that when I get home, I'm getting flogged.
Is it? You think so? You know what?
Because of my mother.
She doesn't condone violence.
She's Nigerian. She's Pentecostal Christian. Okay. And she's a single parent, so she's got stress in life. So all of that is, no.
You see me, violence is wrong, so I should have done it in the ring, like, you get me? Yeah. But my mindset at the time, when I was young in school, I didn't let no one even think they can do that. So I'll just show you levels from now, and then don't bother. Yeah. Like, I'm not the person to try it with. My friends still did it, like, there's some people that used to get on my nerves that I'm thinking that, and I know I'm going to get in trouble because violence is the wrong way to go around it. Because I don't need, like I said, I don't need to speak about it. Okay. You know what's going to happen, which is the wrong way around it, yeah. But I'm showing people, like, if you want to do something to me, I'm going to show you what I'm capable of. If you want to fight me, I'm going to still fight you. I'm not scared of no one. And that's what I had to show people, so they know what it is. Yeah. And it's not right at the end of the day. But to me, it was right at the time. Yeah. And I guess it helped me in a way. But
it was your way of coping things. It's your coping mechanism.
But it's not. I would never fight. No, I don't. You know what? I'm saying that. I never actually. I got into a fight in primary school with my close friends. Like, there's nearly like 10. It was a 10v1. And I'll tell you right now, I handled everyone. Yeah. And because they were known as like the bad kids, I wasn't a bad kid. The teachers definitely knew I was standing up for myself. That's what I'm saying. Okay. My way of standing up for myself. Like, the disagreement, I think, was something to do with football. And because one of my boys, he was like the main guy. Like, he had bare people bum sucking him. Like, everyone's following him. Yeah. Like, I remember I was a Chelsea fan. He was a Chelsea fan. My boy, he was an Arsenal fan. He turned into a Chelsea fan because he was a Chelsea fan. Does that make sense? So cool. Yeah. The main guy, like he was a Chelsea fan. All his friends became Chelsea fans because he's a Chelsea fan. Like.
He's the tray.
You get me? Like, you know them American movies, like, come on, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
He had that type of thing, and I wasn't here for that. Like, you get me? So I ended up scrapping all of them, like, at one point. But we were good friends. It wasn't a bullying type of situation, I guess. But because he's the main guy and people following him, it was like all of them against me at one instance. But yeah, that was my way of standing up for myself, which ain't the right way, but Yeah, that was me through school. When it came to anything where people thought there might be a chance of them picking on me, or
So you held your ground.
I had to. Yeah, that was my way of doing it. There are definitely other better ways, but I think what's tough is a lot of people might not have known you had ADHD.
I wasn't diagnosed at that point, so no one knew. They were just like, this girl's mad.
So like, when did you get diagnosed with it?
I got diagnosed with ADHD at like around 13, my 13, 14. It was random. So I had gone to my mother's workplace on like a weekend or something, and her manager, she must have been, I guess, watching me, monitoring me or whatnot. She pulled my mother over, and she said, "Do you think something's up with your child?" My mother was like, "What?" Like, obviously in a defensive, loving way. But then she was like, "Oh no, your child is showing severe signs of ADHD, if not autism." And then I think my mother, she must have just, I think she'd heard it from before, but she didn't think anything of it. And I think the delivery that the manager had come to her with, the concern, I think it kind of got, and the fact that it was another person saying it had, I guess, yeah, just started the process of like, okay, maybe let me check this out. Let me see if she has what people are saying. Then I got tested, assessed. They'd come to my house. I would go and have meetings in like their building. They would come to my school, so I would sit at the back of the class, monitor, watch everything for months before they said, yeah, it's very apparent she has severe ADHD. But yeah, I was about 14. They say it's less noticeable in females, which is a big debate. But yeah, it's just around that age.
How did you feel at the time? Like,
I didn't know what on earth they were labeling me as. Because I knew that, obviously, I was different to the other kids in the school, my classmates. But I didn't understand. I was like, what on earth is ADHD? Like, I don't even know what that means. What does that mean for me? What does that make me? Just so many different questions. But I was too immature and too young to comprehend it.
yeah.
So I was just going with what my mother was saying. I was going with the pills they were giving me. That's a whole other conversation as well. And I was just going with my teachers. It was just like, they're telling me this, they're telling me that. Okay, what do I know? All right, no problem. Then I started to grow up, started to mature, started to understand myself better. And then I started to do more research surrounding ADHD. And then that's when my whole world, mad. I'm telling you, it was crazy.
So that
it was the best thing that's happened to me. I'd say that as well.
So ADHD is the best thing.
I would say
Would you say it's like a relief? Like,
yes.
You're like, alright, cool. Like,
yes.
I have an excuse. Like,
no, wait. No, not so much an excuse. It was more of a reason. It was more, okay, they're kind of in the same thing, but it was more like, okay, Angel, this is making sense now. Okay, you're more likely to think or feel this way because of this, or you're more likely to process this in this way because of this. Because before it would be confusion. Why are these people thinking this way, but then I'm thinking this way? Like, what's the correlation?
Yeah.
Then as I did more research, I was like, just so many epiphanies, so many like, my whole human existence made sense.
And so with the education side, still speaking about school, yeah. Like, how did you find like studying, and did you get enough support?
Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So I was diagnosed in secondary school. I think it was 7 year 8?
Yeah.
Around that. And this is when I went to Eastleigh. Eastleigh is the worst of the worst school in Newham. They even have their own police unit. That's how bad it is. But yeah, I remember, so that was when I first started to get support. But the support was, so I was leaving Rodin Valley. Sorry, I'm jumping. I was leaving Rodin. So in the time that I was diagnosed, my head teacher called my mother and said, your child is a mess. You need to kick her out, or you need to pardon her, or we're going to kick her out. We're going to exclude her. That was like the fresh start of my diagnosis, or my mother trying to understand what's going on. So my mother took me out of that school. She was like, you know what? F you for that.
Wait, sorry, I'm cutting you, but like,
Yes.
what was you said you was all over the place, but what were you doing?
Okay.
That
Yes.
got you that, was you...
So in secondary school in Rodney Valley, things like class clown, minor things, disrupting people. But like, for example, there are Caucasian kids that are doing meth in the playground, that are bringing in all types of weapons in the playground, but then they will get isolated for however long and then it will come back. But because I'm black, that was a target. So my head teacher was like, you know what, I don't care, even if she's one of the less naughtiest kids, we want her out. It's kind of like it was an excuse to just, you know what, I
think that there's better ways they could have handled it, especially if they knew, if you got diagnosed during that time, innit? So they should have been like, cool, like, we need that
support instead of turning her away.
Yeah, that's bad, support. Man. That's the school's just trying to get their number. That's bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, but so you're at the new school, sorry.
Yes, so this is when I started to see the full effect of the support that I was receiving when I was in Eastleigh. Shit. Sorry, my language. Absolutely rubbish. The support is not the support that I know that should be given to young children today. There's no support. The most that they would do, probably, I would have, let's say, for half an hour, I would sit in a room and maybe they would help me with my work. But the teacher next to me is chilling on their phone. Just do your thing. Yeah, it's calm. Yeah. That's it. And that was the support that they thought that, I guess, was helping or whatnot. That wasn't the case. Education. So I'm not the best academic. Me and academics, it's not my.
You don't need to share your grades, but I'm interested. You can tell me on camera if you want. I'm interested.
When I get them for my uni.
You
mean like
man.
GCSE?
We're gonna get to uni, man.
Oh Lord. Okay, so I was, I think, in secondary school, very low grades, but this is because of my behavior that was hindering it.
Yeah.
When my mother I guess she had been left with no option, she then turned my whole life around and put me in private school. The private school, which was after, it was Eastleigh, almost got stabbed, so then they excluded me.
Wait. You almost got stabbed?
Yo, I'm telling you, my life has been a movie.
How?
It went from bullying to me finally standing up for myself for the first time ever. I said, meet me after school, innit? Come to the bus stop. It was the worst decision. I then was walking to the bus stop, and then I seen a whole crowd behind me. She's walking there with a long pole. When we get to the bus stop, she's like, I'm going to put this through you. As an idiot, I don't recommend anyone to do this, but as an idiot child, I called her bluff. It worked, but still I was risking my life. And then I was supposed to get into a fight. I said I'm not going to throw the first punch, because if I go home and I tell my mother that's probably how it started, I'm getting beaten. And at the same time, I was also scared. I was scared for my life. So I was like, cool, you touch me, and then we can see where it goes from there. Anyway, she never touched me. Instead, she then beat up another girl that I knew right in front of me, stamped on her head, kicked. I was, I was standing there like, I said, that could be me, she was possessed. She was a year younger than...
Oh, she was a year younger?
Younger. Well, same height, though.
Oh, she was taller. Okay, so this is like...
it's the same weight,
Kane.
yes.
Okay.
The same weight class, everything. Well, she was young, but she had people, she had siblings, she had mandem. So that's why she was very...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no one wanted to be on the other side of her, so...
Yeah, no.
Okay, it makes sense.
That was the first time I fully stood up for myself. Still ended in kerfuffle, but sorry, as I was saying, so then I got homeschooled because there was no spaces in schools. My mother, she homeschooled for me for like 3 months until September. In September, she had enough. She was like, you know what, you need a specialist school for the way that you learn. So I went to a private school, fully different. It was an American curriculum, compared to the curriculum that we have here in public schools.
Yeah.
Changed my whole life. It was the best decision that she could have ever done for me in terms of education. My grades shot up. I was focusing. I was understanding myself, how I best manage work, how I best manage distractions, etc., etc. And then I left there with a maths, English A, B for science. And yeah, it was just...
That's sick.
Yeah.
So it's just knowing what's best for you.
Yes, finding how you work.
You eventually found out. That's amazing.
Thank you.
But yeah, so now, what I want to do, before I even go into that, I've got a game.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a game that I want to play. I need my the guy behind the camera. You're gonna be the ref, yeah, because there's been times where I thought I was out in the previous episodes and I wasn't even out. There was a miscommunication. I wasn't focusing. So you're just gonna be the ref. You can shout out if I was made a mistake, but what it is, think of a topic, and we can't repeat the same name, and it cannot start with SOP. So for example, if I said name an instrument, I said piano, I'm out.
Okay.
If I said something that begins with S, I'll be out right now because I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
I'll be out.
Yeah.
So I can say something like guitar, etc.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you, as the guest, choose what topic we speak about. I don't think I'm really good at this game, but I'm gonna start doing a tally, and every guest that comes on, I'm gonna try and beat them. Someone has to try and beat me. I'm the king. So I'm gonna let you pick the topic, see how it goes.
Topic. Food? Is it?
Food.
Food is always on my mind.
Let's go. Food.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Let's start.
Yeah, 5 seconds. I'm gonna time it as well.
5 seconds, you're taking the mic.
Let's go.
Food. Banana. Okay, wait.
No, you know what?
Wait.
No. Not fruit, yeah? No fruit, no fruit, just... I know, I'm going to do fruit in the second round, yeah? Jesus. Just food.
See, I'm already...
Food that is not fruit.
Food, okay, so it can't be fruit, veg. It has to be a dish.
No, it can be veg in that. It can be veg. I want fruit to be its own topic.
Okay,
cool. Another one.
Okay. She said anything.
Yeah.
Lasagna.
Potato.
Hey, wait, you're out.
Oh my days! I'm rubbish. I'm snob. Why? No, this is what I'm. So, why people are laughing? Play me right now.
Your first one.
No.
Is this not your game?
Oh no, my mind. Wait, no, let's go to fruit. I'm making myself look stupid. Wait, I could have said anything.
That's hilarious.
Wait.
Maybe because you're focusing on what you shouldn't.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I hope it's that.
Let's go again. No, I'm going crazy. I've done this. Right, so 1-0. Go on.
Oh, so now I'm now.
Now we're going on fruit. We're going to fruit.
We're going fruit.
Fruit. I can't think of anything that's a SOP, anyways. So,
I just came up with the P. I was about to say. I was about to lose.
Go.
Well, the P is passion fruit.
No, go.
Lasagna. No, not lasagna. Leeches.
Apple.
Already. Strawberry.
Oh,
Wait.
Easy. I'm telling you, this game. People looking, thinking that how are you not play the game? Play the game, and you'll see it's not as easy as it seems, right?
I'm very competitive, you know.
I need to know something that you know. I can't. This is gonna be one more round, yeah. I need to win this as well. I'm not counting the one last episode. I'm not counting that 3-1, 3-0, 2-1. So it ain't done. 2 more. Quickly. Trying to think of a topic. Drinks. So like drinks that you can buy in a shop.
Yes, you see me.
Go. I'm gonna start it.
You're gonna start.
Yeah, it could be the name of the brand, but the name of the brand. So I'm not gonna. You don't have to say water. You say that Volvic.
It has to be the name of the brand.
Yeah,
a drink brand.
Yeah, drink brand. That's easy. I'll start. Lucozade.
Lucozade Sport.
You're out. No, you can't be doing. And that's,
I even said the S.
No, you're out. One more. Last one. Yeah. So. Was that 1-1 or 2-1?
See now.
I'm winning. Cool. Last round. Cool. Cars. You know cars, right?
I do know my cars, but come on.
Okay. What are you good at? We're gonna do one more quickly.
No, you pick. It's fine.
Cars.
US artists.
US artists. I'm out. You know more artists than me. I can't think of anything. Alright, let's go. Lil Baby.
Lil Yachty.
Drake is in US, but I'm counting that. He's from the US.
Oh, Canada. This is the same shit.
Yeah,
different
I'm
toilet.
counting that.
Rihanna.
She's from Barbados, but we'll count that.
Excuse me.
We'll count it. Kendrick Lamar. We'll count that. We'll count it. Kendrick Lamar.
J. Cole.
50 Cent.
Hey. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is a good artist. Madonna.
Madonna. Michael Jackson.
He's not alive though.
Did you say to the camera it has to be alive or dead? Did you mention the rules?
Nah, I didn't.
And now why are you coming for me?
The game.
The game.
Yeah.
Oh, the game. Meek Mill.
That's a good one. Rick Ross.
Notorious. B.I.G.
Eminem.
Shirley.
Shut up. Yes, let's go.
Oh, it says. Oh.
I
Do we know who Shirley is?
I'm the GOAT. No one,
You're the GOAT. Relax.
I'm the GOAT.
Did you not say what was this first game?
No, I said potato, but my mind.
You're the GOAT.
My mind was blank. I was letting you think that you can catch up.
Yeah, of course.
But cool. There's a few more things I want to talk about. So yeah.
Yes.
Finished school. You got great grades in school.
Thank you, sir.
There's something that I've missed out. So do you want to speak about college or do you want to go straight to university?
So I didn't have a standard, I guess, school, whatever. I did an apprenticeship instead of college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did an apprenticeship. So that's why I'm 25 and in uni now, or just finished uni. It wasn't the first thing I did after school. I did an apprenticeship in supporting the delivery of physical education and school sport. So basically a PE teacher, PE assistant. It was all right. I did it, and I'm grateful I did it because then I found out what I don't want to do. So I thought, yeah, coaching kids was my thing. But it's a bit, yeah.
What is it that you don't enjoy?
About coaching?
Coaching kids or people, maybe.
Telling them what to do from a sheet, like, okay, do this skill, do that. Obviously, don't get me wrong, you're developing them in a sport, but it's not really, I didn't find it fulfilling. The helping develop children was fulfilling. The delivery of it I didn't really like it like that.
Okay.
Instead I prefer mentoring, professional development, personal development, helping them with all sorts of things, just like life.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then, so you ended up in university.
Yes.
How did you find that? So bear in mind what people need to remember. You got ADHD. Mm-hmm. What were you doing and how were you managing studying?
It was very tough because it's independent. And I hadn't been in education for a minute because I did the apprenticeship and then I went straight into work. So then coming back to education, independent education, and obviously at a higher level, I learned a lot about myself that I didn't know before. So one of them being, I work other than the game, because it's time, but I work very well under pressure. When I don't want to do something, when I have to do something I don't really want to do because I have to, pressure is the one that will kickstart my brain. And so usually I'm doing an assignment the day before.
Yeah, because that's what I want to speak about, yeah. Because this is what people, it's mad. I don't know how you done it.
Yeah.
Got an assignment the next day, due at 4 p.m. I'm seeing you in like Costa Rica, Croatia or something. You know, Croatia or Poland, something. And I'm thinking, we got an assignment the next day.
Yes.
Like, and then you come back and you get it done. So I'm thinking like, how is that even possible? So
my understanding of my personal ADHD, because everyone's ADHD or autism is different. Like I said, I realized that my brain, when it has to do something it doesn't want to do, my brain would only work when there's pressure, when there's limited time. So for example, if there's a week, it's due in 1 week, I have time, but I don't think I'm able to focus or even motivate myself to do it a week early. when I know it's crunch time is when I know I have to do something. That's when I'll produce the best work. And even you're probably thinking, the fact that I'm getting it done in hours is probably mediocre work. My work under pressure, A1. But yeah, it's just...
I kind of agree to an extent though. That it's not that I was getting the work done with a lot of time to spare. That was impossible. It was still coming down to the last. What I done one time, I don't know if I should mention it or not.
But you're done now. So
I'm done. I'm good, man. But the work, I needed to do an audio cover, and because the university was right next to a college, there were kids walking past the window, and I'm by the window. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, the
window, the college kids walking past.
Yeah.
I'm trying to record the audio, and then when I play it back, you're just hearing all the shouting and that.
Oh.
So I'm thinking, I actually saw you straight after. You was in the other room. I went to you afterwards, But, I'm like, oh my days, it's due at 4 o'clock. It's 3:55. I need to do this in 5 minutes, and I had to do 12 slides, and I had to be, I think, 30 seconds.
I think I remember this.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember this.
I think this was for Lee or someone,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man. So I recorded it, but I was like, look, what I'm going to do, I'm going to submit it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, oh man, I submitted the wrong one.
Yeah.
But I wasn't done. So what I did, I finished it off.
Yeah.
I was like, can I send the actual one in the email? Because I submitted the wrong one. So I
Yeah.
submitted the wrong one on time.
Yeah.
It gave me time to finish the one I didn't finish yet. I submitted it maybe 5 minutes later. I was relaxed, and I got a good grade, so
I
it paid
remember
off.
this.
Because I was thinking, I'm not getting capped or handing it in not finished. But yeah, and it wasn't my fault as well. Like them kids were walking past making bare noise, so.
Well, at least you have evidence that you tried to do it. It's just because of background noise.
Yeah, exactly. But your last year of uni, so you were supposed to graduate last year.
Yes, yeah.
So what happened?
Oh Lord. Okay. So it's coming up to my second year now. First year was a breeze. It was fine.
Yeah.
My second year, so just before term started, I had just moved into my grandmother's house. So there was an incident in my old apartment. So I was living with other uni friends. We had four bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
They had graduated, left. So the landlord brought in other people.
Yeah.
They were scums, absolutely scums. Basically, one of the guys, so the two people, one of them, one was a Nigerian girl. I think she was threatened by me. I don't know why. She just didn't like me. So can you imagine? Listen, yeah? Can you imagine you've come into your house, you've heard that there's a new person moved in, your cupboard is being replaced by someone else's things. She has come in, she didn't speak to me, she didn't speak to anyone. She's decided to move all my things outside of the cupboard and put all her food inside the cupboard. I said, are you mad? Already, we had started on that report. So it was already like, yeah, I told her, I said, cool, you can keep that there, that's fine. But next time, don't ever touch my things again. So me and her, we kind of got off on the wrong start. No other issues than that. The guy now, eventually, maybe like a month in, I had noticed that my food had been tampered with. So one time I caught him, I'd made a banging lasagna. It smelled the whole house, amazing. And I've come back, a whole baguette of garlic bread done, and a piece of, like a square of lasagna gone. I said, obviously, I'm not stupid, So his door was right opposite the kitchen.
Yeah.
So obviously I asked him, I was like, yeah, whatever. He was like, yeah, I can't lie to you. I got the munchies. I ate your food. And I said, you know what? I'm an understanding person. I said, because you got the munchies and my food is banging, I hear it. I don't blame you. But next time, just ask. Yes? Etiquette. Then found more things were being eaten. Sometimes I'll come back and when you have something in the fridge that you're going to eat for dinner, you come back, it's gone.
Oh, that's the... There's times like, oh my days, that, what was it? I don't even know. I can think of anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have this when I get home. Yeah. I see it, my sister ate it. Like, bruv, that's the worst feeling.
Yes,
like, you're looking forward to something.
Exactly.
That's the worst.
But that's your sister.
That's fine.
This is a stranger.
This is a stranger. That's mad.
And I've already brought you up, but if you want to eat my food, I'm generous. Let's eat together. So I'm trying to, but nah, he was on another vibe. Anyways, I pulled him up on it now. Now I'm like, I'm getting pissed off because now you're taking a piss. You are now deliberately taking the piss. Anyways, we had an argument. He almost punched me. I almost punched him. Obviously didn't get to that. But then he was preparing food or whatnot, and he had a knife in his hand. But then he tried to use that as like, what the fuck are you gonna? What were you gonna do? Now don't get me wrong. He wasn't on me like in my face, but where he had it, he kind of felt like you can't really.
Still.
Anyways, then it just ended up living in hell. I then called the police. I was like, look, he's stealing my food. That's one. But then where he's now trying to intimidate me in somewhere that's supposed to be like my home as well as it's his home as well. It was supposed to be peace. I was just like, yeah, no. So I didn't eat. So obviously I'd eat outside, but anytime I brought food home, I don't know if it's being tampered with. I don't know if he's spitting in it. Yeah. I don't know if he's all of I don't know what he's doing.
No, my mind would be moving.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I'd be losing my mind.
So I didn't trust my food, so I didn't eat. I didn't cook anything. I wasn't eating. Like if I'd get food, I'll get it. I'll come home straight away and prepare it, and then that's it. So I was like, you know what? I tell the landlord. The landlord was not having it. He was just like, you know what? I tell him, but obviously, where I've told him certain things and the police got involved, they're saying, okay, evict him, but he's thinking that's money. So he's not trying to lose money. He was a fraud anyways. The landlord was a scammer. He was cool, but he was a scammer.
No landlords are, man.
Yes. So yes. How did we get to this?
So like what was supposed to be your final year?
Oh yes, you're good. Okay. So I'd moved out of there because of that situation. Yeah. Then moved into my grandmother's house. Me and my grandmother, so growing up, like I said, it was just me and my mother. I have a very small family. My mother and I, 2 aunties, my grandmother. Didn't really have a relationship with my aunties growing up.
So is it just like women? Like yes. You've got no rah! Yeah. That's crazy.
My granddad, he's in the mix, but he lives in Nigeria, so he only comes like every other.
Okay.
But yeah, so didn't really have a relationship with them growing up, especially my grandmother. My grandmother and my grandma don't talk. They don't get along.
Your grandma and your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I've come into the house, first of all, my grandma didn't want me there in the first place. She was like, she has a 3-bedroom yard. She's heard about, my aunties obviously told them about my situation. I was like, I need to move out quick. Yeah. So it's like, for the meantime, before uni starts, let me come into your house. And then, let's say like another month or so, I move out, go to another place. When I moved in, so my grandmother, she's always had mobility issues. She had arthritis in both of her joints, in her knees. So moving around was difficult. And by the time I'd moved in there, she hadn't left the house in 2 years. She's very isolated, keeps herself to herself, anxiety, depression, hoarder as well, all sorts. So I've come in. Now, I wasn't really close with my grandmother. We didn't really have a relationship. But where now I'm in her space, I'm seeing everything. She is in need. But where her pride and her ego is coming to play, she doesn't want to ask for help. You'd obviously, your Africans, they like to do stuff by themselves, very independent. And so I guess with just my grandmother being her, she didn't want to ask for help. Anyway, so 1 month in, she can't really walk. She can't do basic things. For example, because we had stairs in the house, she would only go downstairs max once a day to eat because getting up and down the stairs was really hard on her. Yeah. So as I'm seeing different things, she doesn't sleep either. So she'll stay up until like 10 a.m. in the morning, go to her room. So she has like an office room, a prayer room, and then she has a bedroom. She'll go into her room for 1 hour, come back out, she's back doing the same thing. Anyway, so month. When it was now time for me to move out, because now I'm starting uni, I was like, I want my own space. Yeah. The house is hoarded as well. I'm someone, if my environment is scattered, my mind is also scattered. So I was like, this place is not even ideal for me, but it was only for a quick, temporary time. But then when it was time for me to leave, I was like, I can't, knowing that I have the physical ability to help and do 10 times more what she can do, I cannot leave for my own privacy or for my own wants at the expense of her needs. Yeah. So then I stayed. I then became her carer. So obviously now living with her, I'm seeing all of her issues, so many different issues. I then became her carer. I became her everything. Right now I'm her everything right now. But yeah, so then I started living there. Now me and her relationship, because it wasn't great, every day my grandmother, because she has a lot of pent up aggression and ill thoughts, the one person that's in her house, she's gonna take it on her. Obviously myself.
That's tough, man.
So yeah, and then I started working 2 jobs, and in a nutshell, uni I was like, my grandmother's health comes first.
Yeah.
I've had to now be her carer, full-time carer, and then I'm working 2 jobs. I'm doing 2 sports, and I was like, you know what, my academics,
Yeah, you're doing a lot.
So then I didn't do any work. Literally, I'll go to uni for sports, for training, but in terms of the actual work, I think I did like 2 assignments the first term. The rest I said, you know what, I can't do this. I said, I'm going to repeat a year. I think what mainly motivated me to repeat a year was because I knew that I was doing another year of sports. But if I knew the longness or the effort, I think I would have just sucked it up and just been like, you know what, even though I've got a lot, I should have sacrificed one thing and then made uni a priority. But obviously I've done it the other way around.
So would you say you regret doing that?
No, because I feel like me and my grandmother's relationship and her condition now her mental condition wouldn't be where it is now if I didn't put her first.
Yeah.
So I had to put uni there to put her first. Obviously job, you need to survive.
Yeah, so there's a lot of sacrifices that has to be made.
Yes.
But yeah,
Yes.
one thing I haven't asked you yet is what is your actual occupation?
Oh, okay.
It's now that you're basically about to finish university.
Yes. So since October, I've been working for 5 Apiece. It's a martial arts academy, if anyone wants to get to know. It's a martial arts academy in North Woolwich. I'm a youth worker there.
So you work for martial arts act?
Yeah. So it's a youth academy as well as a sports academy. So
Okay.
they're one of the few, I think, youth clubs in London that actually do both, and they excel at it because they're doing bits. Yeah, it's mainly my occupation, mainly building rapport, relationships with the young people that attend, but also now mentoring. So I work with quite traumatic, I don't know the best word to say this, quite traumatic, experienced young people. So I'm with them, helping them develop in all areas of their life. There's more than I'd like to say youth development specialist, because a youth worker is just being present and playing games with them.
Yeah.
But mine is more in depth than that. So, yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Oh, I love my job. I love it because this is fulfilling. So the difference between, for example, coaching and personal development or like one-to-one mentoring with a young person is you're getting the in-depth intricacies of someone's life to, I guess, for example, I don't know, they could be in crime, obviously diverting them from crime or using sport as a diversion. It could just be home issues, it could be self-harm, it could be so many different things. But these are more challenging activities than just, I'm gonna tell you how to kick a ball in this way, this how. Like, I'm dealing with more challenging
So
things.
would you say this is something you've always wanted to do? And on top of that, what would you see yourself doing in the night? I don't know, whatever time frame you want to choose, but like next 10 years maybe?
Next 10 years, okay. To answer your first question, it is something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to, because of the lack of support I got growing up, I always said to myself when I was younger that when I grow up, when I'm in a position to do so, I'm going to make the opportunities for the next upcoming generation. How I was going to do that, I didn't know, but I knew I wanted to do it in some way, somehow. I think the inspiration I got, so I did my qualification at 5 Apiece. Everything there is for free, by the way. If any young person wants to get qualification, wants to train, judo, any types of martial arts, it's all for free. But yeah, I did a qualification that was for free. It was for a few weeks. PT, fitness instructing. And then did some mentoring as well. Not to say that I needed it, but it was just because I grew up no friends, not really have family members, things like that. Speaking to someone helped a lot. So I'd seen their effect or their change it had on me. So I wanted to do that, I guess, for someone else. To answer your next question, where do I see myself in 10 years? Financially free, happy, and waking up doing something I love, which I'm currently doing right now. I'm in the process. So I just started my own business, a travel consultancy.
Wicked.
So in 10 years, I would like to say is going to flourish. It's going to be worldwide. And yeah, I just hope that we see big expansion on that. And then got different avenues with that company, or with Yugen. It's called Yugen Experience.
Okay.
And yeah, that's, yeah.
Is there any like social media you can share to anyone so they can like support you with that?
Yes. I haven't actually gone live. Was this my moment to go live now?
Yeah, I know. Just let everyone know, like.
So I didn't tell anyone, only of my close people, that I'm doing it. I didn't want to go live just yet, because I still wanted to finalize certain things in terms of like legal, insurance, and everything like that. Because I'm sending people to different countries.
That's true.
But yeah.
Even your personal socials, let people re-tap Tim.
How do I say that? Do I just say the tag?
Yeah, man. Put the link somewhere in the description, above.
Okay, here. Is that how?
Is it there or is it there? We don't know.
Yeah, somewhere there. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. And I'm gonna, before I wrap it up, do you have a message you have for the viewers listening?
Yes. It's gonna be so simple and standard. Be positive and be happy despite certain complications. I find that when you are happy, even just by smiling, you may not think it's doing much, but it releases this chemical reaction, and it actually does make you feel just even that 2% more happy, positive, feel good about yourself type of thing.
So yeah, to wrap it up there, your message of the day is to be positive. Yes. So yeah, thank you everyone that is watching or listening. If you enjoyed this episode of Quality Touch Podcast, this is Angel's story and her journey to success. But before you leave, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're aiming to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube. I'm trying to get up to Spotify. But yeah, man, thank you.